In this week's episode, this is week 16 or episode 16 in this series of a trainee on the life of a trainee PWP. I'll explain why I'm not wearing my glasses. I wrote it in my blog and it's annoying. I got new pairs. I bought them from Specsavers, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to wait a week. I'll explain that later. But yeah, the week has been amazing, to be honest. 16 weeks, which basically equals to 4 months. Wow, quick. 4 months into the program, so much going on. And right now, we're starting to see, we had our exam a week before. We're starting to see clients now for treatment. So we actually began treatment, moving from the screening triage, now the assessments. We're doing that now every week. And then we are starting already, we've begun treatment. So treating people for depression, low mood, using behavioral activation. We are treating people who have panics and phobia using graded exposure therapy. And we're also treating people who have anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder symptoms, or excessive worry. Where here we're treating them using a technique called worry management. It's interesting, to be honest, because the week is getting full, the week is getting packed, our caseload's piling up. But it's interesting. So on Monday, we had a very interesting seminar, like a group seminar where we were all allocated to different groups. We're all split up, and each and every group was split up into groups of 8. And we have a tutor, and the tutor we had was really, really interesting. He's been in the industry, been working in this profession for quite a number of years, and gave us a lot of insight. It was very, very valuable, very, very insightful, loads of lessons learned. The main focus of the seminar group was on panic, anxiety, and phobias, and how do we treat them? How do we assess them? How do we spot the different signs? What type of, sometimes challenges may come up from us trying to spot what exactly are they presenting, and the main problem, the difficulties that they may have as clients, and how they go about, how do they go about in treatment? We're looking at the engagement. How engaged are they? How willing are they to engage? And how can we kind of like make sure that we work with them and to help them recover as much as possible? So that was Monday, and that was a very interesting day. Loads to learn. Tuesday comes in. I've got the triage now. Be honest, a lot of them were quick back to backs. It was like some of them were taking a bit longer than usual. But to be honest, I felt fulfilled. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was a lot, but I really felt fulfilled. I felt like I achieved something on Tuesday. And as always, our duty supervisors who help us on our triage days are absolutely brilliant and absolutely supportive. I can't thank them enough. Wednesday comes in, I've got my supervision, ready to talk about certain cases. And, I've got like the day was quite packed itself, like, 2 people in the morning, one of them cancelled, the other one, introducing them to the online sort of platform that we use for CBT. Then I think I had a session later on, if I'm not mistaken. I had a review that I had to write towards the end of the day. But just it's a lot going on. Thursday, I have my first face-to-face session, so that was really nice. And then Friday, Friday we're remote working. So, and by the way, they showed my glasses happened on Friday, but it happened later on. So Friday, I was doing a lot of calls, follow-up, booking sessions. I had literally 3 sessions on Friday. I had one in the morning, one at noon, and literally the other one. Actually, sorry, the first one was in the noon around 12:30, and the other ones were, towards the afternoon basically. And I mean, it was amazing to hear that 2 of my clients, are recovering. They feel like, they're getting better. Really, really helps. It made my day just hearing that from the 2 of them. Later on that evening, my glasses broke, split into half, and they were in my pocket. And I wish I could go back and, change time. If there was a time machine, I wish so. But as we say, Qadar Allah. Or as we say, God wills and it happens. There is some wisdom to it. And there could be some good to it too, even though it may cost. But alhamdulillah. I wrote in my blog that, sometimes I guess it allowed me to kind of appreciate the fact that we can see, appreciate the gift of sight. For there are indeed a lot of people, numerous, so many people out there who, unfortunately, either they have weak vision or they're completely blind and they cannot see at all. They don't have that gift of sight. So I have to be very grateful for that, even though it can be challenging squinting all the time and reading, and even traveling, trying to see signs and boards or whatever, whether you're traveling on the bus or on the train, it just can be a bit difficult. But I guess, I went to Specsavers and I bought my pair, but unfortunately they told me that, you got to wait about 7 days. So I said, fair enough. I just hope by Sunday be ready, because I'm just trying to think to myself, what am I going to do throughout this week? It's going to be hectic, but I'll survive. But yeah, just appreciating sight, appreciating some of the blessings that, the God-given blessings that, he's bestowed upon us. So it's just being grateful. It's challenging, but I guess it's part of life. You just learn and you kind of, try to enjoy the journey of, going through different situations. But a lot has learned, and it's been a hell of a week, and I really, really look forward to this week. One of the good things that also happened this week that I wanted to let you guys know is that I hosted a live Q&A for people applying for the PWP course. Now, I only had 4 attendees, but that was still good, because I had, loads of people. From the 4, I had a lot of questions. So I only had 4 people, but I had a lot of questions, and it was nice to kind of like not only introduce myself, but to get to meet these attendees, get to learn from them, get to understand their experience, and to share with them my, not just my knowledge, but the experience that I went through to get onto this program. And generally, what advice could I give them to get on this program or any other postgraduate program, and how to persevere. You got to be patient, and what exactly can help you to kind of get accepted to such programs that are very, very competitive. There needs to be a lot of reflectivity, and there needs to be you working on yourself when you are presenting yourself, whether in your application, your CV, personal statement, or whatever, and even in the interview, what makes you the best candidate. So, and hopefully in June, I hope to kind of like repeat this live Q&A and hopefully come up with some type of a webinar or a course that I can hopefully deliver. But that was a great experience. And that's pretty much it for the week 16. Look forward to week 17, and thank you very much.